The Vesper 9 outpost pulsed with the chaotic spark of human defiance, its workshop a whirlwind of welder sparks and scavenged Kren tech, clinging to the asteroid's jagged core under the dying star's dim light. Lena Korsakov stood beside the rebel, her scarred hands rigging an EMP cannon from a Kren power cell, her mind fixed on Vara's data about the CT-4 Lattice superweapon, a mind control core that could enslave the galaxy. The recon mission to map its defences was a gamble, but Praetor Kleiss's fleet, now one click out, left no choice. Lena's pendant, a cracked circuit from her brother's lost ship, hung heavy, a spark of resolve against the Kren Dominion's crystalline order. Dr. Mara Chen hunched over her console, her tablet glowing with hacked Kren signals. "Lena, the scout's ready," she said, her voice sharp with adrenaline. "Vara's data gave us patrol patterns. 5 drones, 1 cruiser guarding SETI 4's ventral dock. We hit fast, map the core, get out." Jace Patel, his pilot's jacket patched with duct tape, checked the scout's weapons, his rifle slung low. "Fast is my style," he said, his dark eyes wary. "But if Crystal screws us, we're toast." Vara, their crystalline form pulsing faintly under the workshop's lights, stood at a Kren console, their claws fine-tuning the scout's stealth field. "I will mask your approach," they said, their translator buzzing. "The Dominion's Lattice is blind to my signal, for now." Lena met Vara's glowing facets, trust battling doubt. The outpost's 50 survivors watched, their tools paused, tension thick as asteroid dust. "You guide us, Vara," Lena said. "Jace, you're on weapons. Mara, keep their comms scrambled. Sam, guard Vesper 9. We launch in 10. Sam, the young tech gripping an EMP grenade, nodded fiercely. "No Kren's getting through, boss." Lena climbed onto the rebel's hull, her voice cutting through the crowd. "The Dominion thinks they can crush our spark," she said. "This recon's our first strike, map their weapon, break their grip. For my brother, for Vesper 9. The survivors roared, tools raised, but Jace's glare lingered on Vara. Lena's pendant grounded her, her fire burning for the fight ahead. The scout slipped from Vesper 9's hatch, its patchwork hull cloaked by Vara's signal, weaving through the asteroid field's jagged maze. Lena piloted, her hands steady, Jace at the weapons console, Vara's neural lights pulsing at the comms. Mara's voice crackled from the outpost, her virus flooding Kren channels with a looping rickroll, never gonna give you up, sowing chaos in their lattice mind. SETI 4 at 5 clicks, Lena said.
Ventral docks open, Jace said, his sensors locked. 5 drones, shields up, cruiser at 3 clicks, cores pulsing, EMP range confirmed. Vara's claws tapped a glyph, refining the stealth field. The core's frequency is stable, they said. Record it, but avoid the cruiser's scan, it adapts. Lena dove toward the dock, the scout's hull grazing an asteroid. The data streamed, mapping the core's defenses, drone routes, shield gaps, a narrow window for an EMP strike. But a drone scanner flared, piercing Vara's cloak, and alarms screamed. "They've got us!" Jace yelled, firing a rigged pulse rifle, melting a drone's core. Sparks rained, but the cruiser shifted, its plasma cannons charging. Lena banked hard, the scout shuddering, and Vara pulsed a new signal, a false Kren distress call diverting the cruiser. "Data's locked," Jace shouted, his console flashing, "core's vulnerable, EMP can fry it." But a drone swarm locked on, their bolts scorching the hull. Lena weaved through asteroids, her heart pounding as Vara's facets dimmed, their signals straining. Mara's virus surged, a prank montage, Kren tech support, reboot now, glitching 3 drones into collisions. Jace fired again, downing another, but a bolt grazed the scout's wing, smoke trailing. "Hold on," Lena yelled, diving for a crevasse. Vara diverted power to shields, their form trembling, and the scout slipped through, the swarm losing lock. The cruiser loomed, but Mara's hacks kept it confused, buying seconds. The scout limped back to VSPR-9, skidding into the hatch, hull scorched but intact. Lena stumbled out, coughing, Jace and Vara behind. Sam's team swarmed, medics checking for wounds, the survivors cheering the recon's success. Mara's tablet confirmed the data, core frequency, drone patterns, a clear shot at CETI-4. In the workshop, Lena faced the survivors, their faces alight with hope. "We've got the core's blueprint," she said, her voice steady despite the smoke in her lungs. "Vara's signal, Jace's aim, Mara's hacks. They gave us a chance to break the Dominion. We arm the rebel, we hit SETI 4, we end their control for my brother." The crowd roared, Sam raising his EMP grenade, Mara projecting a meme, a human torching a Kren drone with a coffee maker, captioned, "Brood Rebellion," cheers mixed with laughter, human chaos a spark in the dark. Jace clapped Lena's shoulder, his skepticism easing. "Crystal pulled through," he said, nodding at Vara. "Maybe they're not all bad." Vara's facets pulsed faintly, their voice soft. "Your trust, it is new to me, I will not fail it." That night, Lena found Vara in the workshop, their claws tracing the rebels' EMP cannon schematics. A tablet played Vesper 9's broadcast, survivors laughing, welding, kids rigging circuits. Vara's facets glowed softly, transfixed. "Your kind fights with joy," they said. "The Dominion erases such things, why do you persist?" Lena sat beside them, her pendant glinting. "They took my brother, my world. We fight with joy because it's ours. It's what they can't take. You're learning that, Vara." Vara's translator buzzed, their facets brightening. "Your spark gives me purpose, Lena Korsakov. I will fight for it." Mara's tablet pinged, a Kren intercept breaking through. "Kliss knows we hit SETI 4, she said, her grin fading. "Their fleet's massing, half a click out, prepping a ground assault at dawn." Lena stood, her fire blazing. "Let them try." Mara scaled the rebels' cannon, Jace rigged the tunnels, more traps. Vara helped with the core's frequency, we're hitting back. In the workshop, the survivors worked through the night, welding the rebels' hull, rigging EMP mines from soda cans and tuning the cannon to Vara's data. Sam drilled recruits, his young voice fierce, while Mara's hacks flooded Kren comms with a new virus. A montage of human dance fails captioned, "Trip the Dominion." The asteroid vibrated with defiance, the survivors chanting Lena's brother's name, their spark unquenched. In the Dominion's cruiser, Praetor Kliss pulsed with cold rage, their lattice mind fraying. The humans recon Vara's betrayal, their chaotic signals. It was anarchy unbound. "Launch the assault," Kliss commanded. "Crush their outpost, take the traitor." But Nexus observers, catching Vesper 9's broadcast, stirred with awe. Humanity's spark was no anomaly. It was a force reshaping the stars. Kliss's order trembled, a crack in their crystalline heart. In Vesper 9, Lena stood before the rebel, its cannon a beacon of defiance. Jace's traps guarded the tunnels. Mara's hacks confounded the Kren, and Vara's data lit the path to victory. The Dominion loomed, but humanity's chaos burned brighter, ready to shatter the void. The VESPER-9 outpost vibrated with the defiant hum of human ingenuity, its workshop a chaos of welders' sparks and scavenged Kren tech, clinging to the asteroid's jagged core under the dying star's dim glow. Lena Korsakov stood beside the rebel, her scarred hands tightening bolts on its EMP cannon. Its blue hum a beacon of hope after the SETI 4 sabotage raid crippled the Lattice superweapons core. Praetor Kliss's fleet loomed closer, their crystalline logic enraged by Vara's betrayal and humanity's chaotic spark. Lena's pendant, a cracked circuit from her brother's lost ship, hung heavy, fueling her fire against the Kren Dominion's mind-controlling order. Dr. Mara Chen burst into the workshop, her tablet flashing with a Kren intercept, her face pale. "Lena, it's Kliss," she said, her voice tight. "They're broadcasting, surrender Vara by dusk or they glass VESPER-9. Ground troops, drones, cruisers half a click out." Jace Patel, his pilot's jacket patched with duct tape, slammed a fist on the rebel's hull, his rifle slung low. "I knew it," he growled, glaring at Vara. "Crystal's a liability. Hand them over, Lena, or we're all ash." Vara, their crystalline form bandaged with thermal tape, stood at a Kren console, their facets dim but steady. "I will not return," they said, their translator buzzing. "The Lattice would erase me. I fight with you, or die." Lena's jaw clenched, her pendant grounding her. Jace's skepticism was fracturing the outpost's unity, but Vara's sacrifice in the raid had earned her trust. "No one's surrendering," she said. "Vara's one of us. Mara, can we jam Kliss's signal? Buy time to arm the rebel." Mara's fingers twitched, her grin fierce despite the strain. "I'll flood their comms with chaos, human game show reruns, Wheel of Fortune style. It'll glitch their lattice for hours." Sam, the young tech gripping an EMP grenade, stepped forward, his voice fierce. "Let's rig the tunnels, more soda can mines, microwave traps. They'll choke on our spark." Lena nodded, her fire flaring. Mara hit their comms. Jace rigged the traps, work with Sam. Vara, help me tune the rebels' cannon. We hold the asteroid, then strike SETI 4 again. Jace's eyes narrowed, his hand on his rifle. "You're betting everything on a Kren, Lena. Hope you're right." The survivors, 50 strong, their faces etched with fear but burning with defiance, watched in silence. Lena climbed onto a crate, her voice cutting through. "The Dominion wants our spark gone," she said. "They demand Vara, but we don't kneel. We protect our own. We fight, we win. For my brother, for VESPER-9. The The crowd roared, tools raised, Sam's grenade high, Vara's facets pulsed with gratitude, but Jace's scowl lingered, a crack in their unity. At dusk the asteroid trembled as Kren dropships landed in the canyon, disgorging crystalline troops and drones, their plasma staffs glowing red. Lena watched from the control room, her tablet linked to Jace's body cam. Mara flooding Kren comms with a looping "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" skit, its absurdity glitching their Lattice mind. The rebels' cannon hummed in the hangar, tuned to Vara's data, a weapon to end the Lattice. Jace's team, Sam and 5 volunteers, sprang traps in the tunnels. Sodakan EMP mines sparked, disabling drones while microwave traps overloaded shields, sparks raining across the ice. But a Kren commander, its facets blazing, breached a tunnel, its staff vaporizing a trap. Jace's rifle cracked, shattering its core, but drones swarmed, their bolts scorching the ice. "Mara, hit harder," Lena ordered, her plasma cutter gripped like a rifle. Mara's virus escalated, a montage of human blooper reels captioned "Kren fails, frying drone circuits." Vara stood at the console, their claws pulsing a signal to spoof the Lattice, diverting half the swarm. But a drone locked on Sam, its cannon charging, and Jace Dove shielding him, a bolt grazing his arm, blood freezing on his jacket. "Jace," Lena shouted. Sprinting to the hangar with a med team, Vara pulsed another signal, their facets dimming, crashing 2 drones into the canyon wall. Sam dragged Jace to safety, his arm bandaged but his grin fierce. "Told you, kid," Jace rasped, "we don't break." The canyon fell silent, littered with crystalline shards and human blood. Lena reached the tunnel, helping Sam carry Jace to the workshop, Vara covering their retreat with a stolen Kren staff. The survivors cheered, but Mara's tablet pinged, a new Kren signal, Kliss's voice cold. "Humans of Vesper 9, Kliss hissed, surrender the traitor Vara by dawn or your asteroid burns, no mercy." Lena's heart pounded, her pendant heavy. "They're desperate," she said. "The raid hurt them. We hit SETI 4's core again." Jace, bandaged but standing, shook his head. "You're blind, Lena. Vara's drawing them here, cut them loose." Vara's facets flickered, their voice soft. "I will leave if you ask, Lena Korsakov. Your spark is worth my exile." Lena gripped Vara's crystalline arm, her throat tight. "You're not going anywhere. You're family." In the workshop, Lena rallied the survivors, the rebel gleaming with its EMP cannon. "Kliss wants Vara, but they're one of us," she said. "Jace's traps, Mara's hacks, Vara's signals, they've kept us alive. We hold the asteroid, we strike SETI 4, we end this, for my brother." The crowd roared, Sam raising his grenade, Mara projecting a meme, a human torching a Kren drone with a game show wheel, captioned "Spin the Chaos." Cheers mixed with defiance, human spark unquenched. Jace stood apart, his arm bandaged, his eyes conflicted. "Hope you're right, Lena," he said, "for all our sakes." That night, Lena found Vara in the workshop, their claws tracing the rebel schematics. A tablet played Vesper 9's broadcast, survivors welding, kids laughing, defiance in every spark. Vara's facets pulsed softly. "Your kind fights for each other," they said. "The Dominion would crush this." Lena sat beside them, her pendant glinting. "They took my brother, but we keep fighting because we're family. You proved that today, Vara, taking that hit for Jace." Vara's translator buzzed, their facets dimming. "The Lattice erased my will, your trust. It is my freedom. I will not fail you." Lena's throat tightened, seeing her brother's defiance in Vara's resolve. "You won't. We're hitting SETI 4's core together." Mara's tablet pinged, a nexus signal breaking through. "Humans, your spark shakes the stars," the avian envoy said, its tone awed. "We offer aid, ships, tech as equals." Lena sent a reply, a clip of the rebels' cannon captioned, "We fight our way." The workshop buzzed, survivors rigging more EMP mines, scaling the rebels' shields and tuning the cannon to Vara's data. Sam led recruits, his voice fierce, while Mara's hacks flooded Kren comms with a new virus, a montage of human dance-offs captioned, "Groove the Dominion." The asteroid vibrated with defiance, the survivors chanting Lena's brother's name. In the Dominion's cruiser, Praetor Kliss pulsed with rage, their lattice mind fracturing. The humans raid Vara's signals, their chaotic defiance. It was anarchy unbound. "Prepare the assault," Kliss commanded. "Burn their spark at dawn." But Nexus whispers grew, their ships stirring, drawn to Vesper 9's fire. Kliss's order wavered, a crack in their crystalline heart. In Vesper 9, Lena stood before the rebel, its cannon a beacon of hope. Jace's traps guarded the tunnels, Mara's hacks confounded the Kren, and Vara's sacrifice lit the path to victory. The Dominion loomed, but humanity's chaos burned brighter, ready to ignite the stars. The VESPER 9 outpost thrummed with the defiant pulse of human chaos, its icy tunnels scarred by Kren plasma but alive with the rebels' EMP cannon, a patchwork of scavenged tech glowing in the workshop. Lena Korsakov stood at the control room's console, her scarred hands gripping her plasma cutter, her heart pounding as Praetor Kliss's ultimatum, "Surrender Vara or face annihilation," loomed at dawn. The SETI 4 sabotage had crippled the Dominion's Lattice superweapon, but their fleet was massing. ground troops and drones ready to burn VESPER-9 to ash. Lena's pendant, a cracked circuit from her brother's lost ship, hung heavy, a spark of resolve against the Kren's crystalline order. Dr. Mara Chen hunched over her tablet, her face lit by hacked Kren signals. "Lena, Kliss's troops are landing, 2 dropships, 10 drones, half a click out," she said, her voice tight but fierce. "The rebels' cannon is ready, but we need to hold the tunnels to buy time for CETI-4. Jace Patel, his arm bandaged from the last fight, rigged Sodak and EMP mines, his rifle slung low. "Tunnels are trapped, microwaves, gravity snares," he said, his eyes flicking to Vara. "But if Crystal's signal draws them here, we're done." Vara, their crystalline form patched with thermal tape, stood at a Kren console, their claws pulsing a stealth signal. "I can disrupt their lattice," they said, their translator buzzing. "But it will reveal my presence. Kliss will target me." Lena met Vara's glowing facets, trust outweighing Jace's skepticism. "You're with us, Vara. Disrupt their lattice. Give us an edge." Mara, hit their comms harder. "Jace, lead the tunnel defense with Sam. We hold the asteroid." Sam, gripping his EMP grenade, nodded fiercely. "No Kren's breaking through, boss." Lena faced the 50 survivors, their faces etched with fear but burning with defiance. "The Dominion wants Vara, wants our spark gone," she said, her voice steady. "We protect our own, we fight, we win. For my brother, for VESPER-9. The crowd roared, tools raised, Sam's grenade high, Mara projecting a meme, a human torching a Kren drone with a soda can, captioned, "Pop the Dominion?" Cheers mixed with laughter. Human chaos, a spark in the dark. Jace's nod was grudging, but his resolve hardened. Dawn broke, the asteroid trembling as Kren dropships landed, disgorging crystalline troops and drones, their plasma staffs blazing red. Lena watched from the control room, her tablet linked to Jace's body cam, Mara flooding Kren comms with a looping Jeopardy theme, its absurdity glitching their lattice mind. The rebel hummed in the hangar, its cannon tuned to Vara's data, a weapon to end SETI-4's lattice. Jace's team, Sam and 6 volunteers, sprang traps in the tunnels. Sodakin mines sparked, disabling drones while gravity snares flipped troops, their crystalline forms crashing. Microwave traps fired, overloading shields, sparks raining across the ice. But a Kren commander, its facets pulsing with fury, breached a tunnel, its staff vaporizing a trap. Jace fired, shattering its core, but a drone swarm closed in, their bolts scorching the walls. "Vara, now?" Lena ordered, her cutter ready. Vara pulsed a signal, their facets dimming, disrupting the lattice mind. Half the drones froze, their circuits glitching, but the commander rallied, targeting Vara's console. A bolt struck the workshop, sparks flying, and Vara dove, shielding Lena, their crystalline arm cracking. Lena fired her cutter, melting the drone's cannon, but the commander charged, its staff aimed at Vara. Sam hurled his EMP grenade, the blast frying the commander's lattice link, its form collapsing in shards. The swarm faltered, Mara's virus escalating, a montage of human prank videos captioned Kren crashers, crashing 3 drones into the canyon wall. Jace's team held the tunnel, blood and shards mixing on the ice, but a second dropship landed, more troops advancing. "Lena, they're pushing hard," Jace yelled, his cam showing him rigging another mine, his arm bleeding through its bandage. "We're holding, but not for long." Lena sprinted to the hangar, dragging Vara, their facets flickering. "Mara, boost the rebels' shields," she shouted. "We're taking the fight to SETI-4, end this now." Mara's fingers flew, her virus surging, shields at 60%. "Go," she said, patching a new hack, a fake Kren distress call. "All units retreat, buying seconds." The rebel roared from the hatch, its hull scorched but cloaked by Vara's fading signal. Lena piloted, Jace at the weapons console, Vara guiding them through the asteroid field. The canyon battle raged below, Sam's team holding the tunnels, Mara's hacks keeping drones glitched. Lena's heart pounded, her pendant grounding her as SETI-4's outpost loomed, its red spires dim from the sabotage but still guarded. "Core's in range," Jace said, his cannon charged. "One pulse and it's done." Vara's claws tapped a glyph, their voice weak. "The lattice is rebooting. My signal is fading. You have minutes before Kliss locks on." Lena dove toward the ventral dock, the rebels shuddering as a cruiser scanner grazed them. Jace fired, downing a drone, but a bolt struck the hull, alarms blaring. Vara pulsed a final override, crashing 2 drones, their facets nearly dark. Mara's virus surged a game show buzzer, wrong answer, Kliss, glitching the cruiser's aim. The rebels slipped into the dock, the core pulsing faintly. Jace fired the EMP cannon, a blue ripple tearing through, sparks cascading as the lattice flickered out. The outpost shook, drones collapsing, but a Kren cruiser locked on, its cannons charging. "Out," Lena yelled, banking hard. The rebel dove through asteroids, smoke trailing, Vara diverting shields, their form trembling. The cruiser fired, missing narrowly, and the rebel limped back to VESPER-9, skidding into the hangar, hull glowing red. Sam's team swarmed, medics rushing Vara and Jace, survivors cheering the core's fall. Lena stumbled out, her pendant heavy, her fire burning. The canyon was silent, Kren troops retreating, their lattice fractured. In the workshop, Lena rallied the survivors, the rebels' cannon a testament to their fight. We held the asteroid, struck SETI 4 again, she said, her voice raw. Vara's sacrifice, Jace's traps, Mara's hacks, they saved us, we're not done, for my brother. The crowd roared, Sam raising a new grenade, Mara projecting a meme, a human torching a Kren core with a game show buzzer, captioned, buzzed out, cheers mixed with defiance, human spark unquenched. Jace, his arm rebandaged, clapped Vara's shoulder, his skepticism gone. You're one of us, Crystal, he said. Took a hit for Lena, can't ask more. Vara's facets pulsed faintly, their voice soft, your family, it is my purpose. That night, Lena found Vara in the workshop, their claws tracing a salvaged Kren shard. A tablet played Vesper 9's broadcast, survivors laughing, welding, kids rigging circuits. Vara's translator buzzed. You fight for this, life, they said, I understand now. Lena sat beside them, her pendant glinting. You saved me, Vara, that's family, we'll hit SETI 4's core again, end the Dominion for good. Vara's facets brightened, a gesture of gratitude. I am with you, Lena Korsakov. Mara's tablet pinged, a nexus signal breaking through. Your fire reshapes the stars, the envoy said, awed. We send ships as equals. Lena sent a reply. The rebels' cannon captioned, we burn our way. In the Dominion's cruiser, Praetor Kliss pulsed with despair, their lattice mind shattered. The humans' defense, Vara's signals, their chaotic fire, it was unstoppable. Regroup, Kliss hissed, their order weak. Prepare the final strike. But Nexus whispers grew, their ships nearing Vesper 9 drawn to humanity's spark. Kliss's control cracked, a flaw in their crystalline heart. In Vesper 9, Lena stood before the rebel, its cannon a beacon of hope. Jace's traps held the tunnels. Mara's hacks confounded the Kren, and Vara's sacrifice lit the path to victory. The Dominion loomed, but humanity's chaos burned brighter, ready to ignite the stars.